Shriya Saran also joins us this evening. As Vasudha mentioned, Shriya, you heard Gautami, who has worked with him, speak about him. You worked with him in Shivaji. You are, what's your Rajinikanth moment?
His sense of humor, he is very funny on set. Like the whole time, he'll be cracking jokes and making fun of people, but in such a way that, you know, in the beginning, you're in awe of him because he's like the superstar, and you think it'll be very hard to even communicate and talk to him, but he's so reachable. Like, he'll get up for anyone if they come on set, make sure they have a chair. He'll go say hi to even the light man and to everybody. The whole unit is alive the moment he enters. So it's almost like you know that he's entered. He's the king. And, the energy he carries. And no matter how many retakes, he'll give his best. Every shot is like he's giving his best, and he's almost like meditating before every shot. So he goes in his silence and then he does something, and then you're like, where did that even come from, that eye movement? It's amazing.
Yeah. Shriya ma'am, I remember reading somewhere when you signed the movie, you were not really aware that Rajinikanth is going to be your co-actor. Can you tell us a little bit about that? And also that scene in Shivaji, which I remember very distinctly, Rajinikanth and Vivek going to your house, posing as CBI officers. It's a very funny scene. Can you tell us the best memories from this movie?
Many memories. I had no idea that I was going to be working with him. I was invited for a puja, and they said, we're doing this big film, and Shankar sir, and I always wanted to work with Shankar sir. I was a big fan of his. And when I enter, and when the puja is starting, and I see this man coming, and I thought, this must be a really big film if he's coming for the puja, Then they told me he's the hero. And I was like, what? And so when you walk on set, you think that it's gonna be very serious, but he's before everybody. Like, he is the first one to come on set. He has no ego, and pranks all day, and he's reading all day. So if there is a new place he goes to and something new he finds out about, he wants to just read. He asks questions. And I think he's spiritually very, he's on other levels.
That's right.
And I think that's what gives him the energy that, like ma'am said, he's reinventing himself. And every time you see him, that charisma has like doubled.
Yeah.
That's a blessing.
I know it's a blessing. Latha Srinivasan, senior entertainment journalist, consultant with NDTV, who follows Tamil cinema closely, also joins us this evening. But Shriya, you see, for a lot of us outside, the sense is that he may be a big superstar, but he doesn't seem to take himself very seriously. As a fan, the sense you get is that I'm fine, I'm whatever it is, this is what I am, I live my life. Is that the sense that he is on sets as well? Because, you worked with all the stars that are there in Indian cinema. You worked in Bollywood, you worked in Tamil cinema. There are many stars with crazy followings. For instance, Vijay in Tamil cinema considered as powerful as Rajinikanth in terms of his fan following is concerned. What sets this man apart?
He's very grounded, and nothing worse thing. He still has his best friends from, the days he started working and struggling. So there was a song we were shooting, and it's part of the film that we were recreating songs from the past, like golden old days, beautiful songs. So, and he asked me, do you know where I was when this song was released? I don't know. He said, I had 5 rupees and I didn't eat food. I saw this movie again and again and again.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that journey from there to come here and accepting it and being, just still giving his best. Like, even today, he's still very driven. He's very and that creates magic, The magic is all about the energy you give.
You know, it's like the rags to riches story which defined, let's say, a Chiranjeevi, Rajinikanth, Amitabh Bachchan sleeping on the benches. We don't hear of that now. Today you have star sons with acting schools, backing coming into the cinema. They are really that definition. Maybe we should get Latha Srinivasan as well on air to perhaps ask a question. But Vasudha, that's really perhaps the defining feature of Rajinikanth, right?
Absolutely. We have Madhavan Narayanan also. He's also an author and an analyst. Shriya Saran, before we let you go, ma'am, what is your favorite movie? And I've been very fond of Showtime because, you know, there are very few actors who actually talk about struggles of, other actors. Is there any advice that Rajinikanth, the superstar, gave you that you really remember even today?
He said that you will be successful and then you will fail. And then you will rise again. But the only people who will help you is the people you have, you worked around with. So be very humble, give love, understand people's hard work, and appreciate everybody because, these are the people around, like the light man who gives that exact light that you give that dialogue and it's captured.
That's right.
And if it's not captured right, if the light is not right, you do it again and maybe you're not able to get it again. Right. So it is about...
is that your daughter there?
Yeah.
What is she doing? I mean, this is a great television moment for us. Does she know Rajinikanth?
She sees my song and every time she sees Vaji Vaji and she says from Shivaji, she says, yes. I want that, mama.
ask her what she thinks of Rajinikanth.
She hasn't seen any movies as yet. None of mine, nobody, no movies.
We need to teach her a Rajinikanth dialogue.
Yeah, but she sees my songs.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi.
Wow.
Okay,
What's your name?
In 5 seconds. Radha.
All right. Okay. That's lovely. So, if we can get Latha Srinivasan as well in to ask a question to Shriya. If Latha, you have a question for Shriya Saran, why don't you go ahead? She's with her daughter right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Shreya. The most interesting thing of you, Shivaji the Boss, Shankar, A.R. Rahman, AVM Studios, it was the first Tamil film to enter the 100 crore club. So in a way, you guys set the precedent for the rest of Kollywood and what was to follow in the later years. How do you feel about that milestone? Was Shivaji a big turning point for you in your career?
At that point of time when it was doing really well, I think I was just very grateful.
Oh, Vaji, Vaji, Vaji.
Oh, she's singing a song.
I was very grateful. But I have to tell you that the whole success happened because of Rajni sir and Shankar sir and their combination. And it's just the story that was so beautiful, but and the charisma and the way Rajni sir played it. So I give the entire credit to him, and I keep telling Rajni sir, I want to work with you again. I want to work with you again because working with him is like going to an acting school. Because you listen to his stories, how he learned acting and how his struggles and how he deals with life today after all that he has. In itself is like so much to learn from. Is there a quick Rajinikanth dialogue that you'd like to do for us before we let you go? I don't think I'm good at that, but... But I only say that what he can do, nobody can do.
What Rajinikanth can do, nobody can do. Thanks very much there, Shriya Saran. Lovely to meet you and your daughter on the show this evening. But Madhavan Narayan and Latha Srinivasan still with us. Madhavan Narayan, you've heard what Shriya has to say. Is there a favorite Rajinikanth dialogue that you'd like to do for us?
I knew you were going to ask me this question. Actually, yeah, I think my favorite is that Panningal Kootama Varum, Singalata Varum, which means difficult to translate. It's like saying...
pigs come in hordes, but the lion comes alone.
The lion comes... Yeah, pigs come. No, but, the thing is the alliteration, which is so unique to the Tamil language. Yeah. Singam Singalata Varum. The lion comes alone that's why a lot of Rajinikanth is lost in translation. That's something we have to remember. He's an icon who translates a certain culture at a certain moment in history Now, I was thinking what to say after all co-actors had said so much. My own feeling is that, like Shah Rukh Khan, he's an industry. I think a few months ago when he had his 50 years of his career, we discussed him.
Right.
And Rajinikanth is not a person. He is an industry and an icon. I would put him in the same league as, say, McDonald's and like Kia as a business journalist. You know, there is a Rajinikanth brand. And the brand is built around, that's the interesting part. The brand is built around not only his on-screen style.
Latha Srinivasan, people have called him grounded. People have also said that there is a certain style in which he sleeps as well. So tell us what explains the Rajinikanth phenomenon to you.
Well, I think, his co-stars like Gautami and Shriya now have, spoken how he is on sets. I think it's his simplicity, his humility, and what he says in films. You have to work hard and only then you'll find success. And I think he remembers that every day of his life. He continues to work hard, even at the age of 75. And he's a very simple person, luxurious lifestyle, that completely doesn't exist for him. And I think he's the same kind of person he was when he was a bus conductor,
That's right.
so many years ago. And that humility is what people love about him.
That's
that
right,
they can relate
Latha.
to.
Shriya, I just want to know, are you going to, after this show, help convert a next generation fan to Rajinikanth fan, your daughter?
I think one day when she watches movies and when she starts watching movies, I will definitely show her Shivaji. Andre has only seen Shivaji. That's the only movie he has seen of mine, and Drishyam. But I think Radha will enjoy and love it. His movies are timeless because the way he says his dialogue with the intensity in his eyes and the modulation and how he uses his entire body and entire face comes alive.
That's right.
That's the style he's created for himself. Even the way he dresses up in the movies, it's very his. The way he carries himself, the body language. I remember doing a costume trial with him where Mr. Manish Malhotra was styling us, and he came like, hey, hi, and he's chatting and he says, and he always like doing something funny. Look like that guy is looking at you. Some like silly things. And the moment he goes in and he wears the outfit, it is like he's transformed into another person. That is special.
He is timeless. He is beyond language. It's an emotion. You cannot explain it. You cannot understand it. I just experience it. That's Rajinikanth. He's like Salman Khan. Dimaag mein nahi aata hai, dil mein aata hai. That's all we have time for on the show. Thanks very much, Shriya Saran, Latha, and Madhavan, Narayanan. And thanks to your daughter as well for making a guest appearance, actually making the show far more interesting.
Absolutely. Thank you all of you for joining us.